Yo, so this video is for the days when you're feeling down, incompetent, rejected, weak. It's for those days where you feel like you're not good enough. During those days, I want you to put your hands together, look up, and thank our Savior, Will Smith. Now here's why. Let's take a look at Will. My dude is tall, dark, handsome, ambitious, charismatic, humorous, financially stable, responsible. He's a father. Like, he checks the boxes, all the boxes for what guys want to be, and he checks all the boxes for what girls want in a guy. Yet, despite all of that, he still wasn't good enough for his girl, right? Take a second and think about it. And this is scary. Take a second and think about it. Someone like Will, who has the physical traits and the personality traits, and the most important thing, he got money. If he ain't good enough for his girl, like, what chances do you and I have? What chances do us common people have? Right? And I know some of you guys might say, oh, maybe he didn't give or love enough in a relationship. All right, Will gave up his views on marriage for his wife. And recently he gave up his reputation and his integrity because of her. So I don't think the problem is he didn't love or give enough. I think the problem is he loved and gave too much, right? And guys, we learned this in high school. All of us learned this in high school. Nice guys finish last, so that's why I'll treat you like trash. Nah, me. I feel girls just want three things in a relationship. They want to be with someone they trust. They want to be with someone they feel safe around. They want to be with someone that they can be themselves around. But that can only happen if that the person they're with trusts in him or herself. If the person they're with is able to be him or herself. So the thing that got me about this whole situation was the fact that Will was laughing at first, right? He went from laughing to slapping. Why? Because of a few words, a look of disapproval, a frown. Like, he went against his own truth. He went against his own thoughts and actions just to please his wife. So what we learned from this is, you know what? We know who bends over at night. Probably still Jada, just for some other dude, right? So this whole situation felt like just one giant shit test by Jada to see if Will do what he feels, what he thinks is right at the moment, right? It's like one of those situations where, you come home, you're feeling good, your girl's feeling kind of bad. She tells you to do something and you do exactly what she says to the T. And then you go up to her smiling and shit, all happy, like, damn, I did something. Then you go up tell her what she did, and you know what? She's still pissed. She's still pissed at you, even though you did exactly what she said. Right? Let me give you another situation. It's like late at night, right? It's all comfy, your girl's in bed all comfy and shit, and like you're getting ready for bed, and then boom, you hear glass shattering. You take a deep breath. You know what you have to do. You take a look at your girl. She takes a look at you. She says, "Babe, don't go. It's dangerous. Stay with me." You look at her and you say, "Aight, girl, scoot over. Let me get all comfy up in there next to you too." Now, the both of you are in bed, both feeling like absolute shit. So we need to stop hating on Will Smith, and we need to start loving him because he's our savior. He's the savior for us common men, common folk. Because he taught us it doesn't matter how much money you have. He taught us it doesn't matter how famous you are or how successful you are. Well, doesn't matter that much. The most important thing for a guy is to be himself, to trust in himself, to do what he feels is right at the moment. And I feel like white people don't have this problem, all right? Hear me out. I'm not being racist. It's just something that Asian moms do not do at all right? So a white person is going to get rejected by a girl 100% when he's younger. Why? Because he doesn't have much swag, or he's not as smooth as black people or Asian people. All right. So on the day that he gets rejected, he's going to run home, tears in his eyes, and go to his mom and say, "Mommy, I like this girl, but she doesn't like me. What do I have to do to get her to like me?" His mom's going to look at him. His mom's going to say, "You just have to be yourself, honey. You just have to be yourself, honey. Right? So, Will, the alpha thing to do in that situation wasn't to go up and slap Chris. The alpha thing to do was to just be yourself, honey. You had to listen to your white mama, not your Asian mama, because she'll tell you to be anyone but yourself. My mom told me to be be a friend's daughter. She told me to be my sister's friend's brother, half sister. I don't know, right? So you just have to listen to your white mama instead of your Asian mama. Be yourself, be authentic, live with integrity. Do what you feel or think is right at that moment. Now, that doesn't mean you can't fail. It doesn't mean you can't be wrong, right? But if you succeed, now that success is yours because you took the conscious steps. You made a conscious decision to do it. So now that success is yours, and that's going to lead to confidence. Now, what if you fail? What else is there to do, right? If you fail, you just have to take responsibility because then maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll grow from the experience. Also, what is failure? Let's say you failed 100 times, but you succeed the 101st time. Now, as long as you succeed that one time, now all of those failures are justified. I succeeded even though I failed 100 times. I succeeded despite failing 100 times. So it really doesn't matter how many times you fail. You only fail the moment when you give up. And think about it this way, the longer it takes for you to succeed, the longer the journey is, then the more meaningful that success will become. So in any situation, there's only two ways to fail. One is when you give up. And two is when you compromise your integrity to please someone else. It took me a while to realize why this bothered me or why I just kept thinking about it. It's because I'm a father and I have a 1-year-old daughter. And the main thing I want to teach her is I want her to be herself. But I realized I can't teach it to her. If I want her to be herself, then I have to show it to her. I have to be myself. And nowadays, I find it hard for me to be myself. Nowadays, companies, they're starting to use AI. They're starting to use psychological tricks. Companies hire groups of scientists to come up with new ways to just manipulate you. Then you have social media, right? Whereas in the past, if I said something stupid, only the people who heard me would know. And only those people would shit on me. But nowadays, if I say something stupid, the whole world can shit on me. And what's worse is this. If I say something stupid, and let's say it's not even that stupid. Let's say the majority of the people out there actually agrees with me. If the people who disagree with me just happens to be louder, again, it will feel like the whole world is just hating on me. People you don't even know, right? Number 3, I'm actually a very agreeable person, right? And I'm Asian and I live in an Asian society, so conformity is a thing. So you put all those 3 things together and sometimes I feel like, the things I say, the things I do just aren't myself, right? Maybe I'm just, regurgitating what I heard from somebody else. Maybe I'm just doing what I think is right or what I think everybody else thinks is right. Maybe I'm just trying to fit in. Maybe I'm, scared to be myself because of, facing rejection from the people around me and people I don't even know. So there's a shit ton of reasons, right, why I wouldn't be myself. So I guess this video is more of a reminder to myself, trust in my values, trust in my principles, and trust in my truth. And there's also an opportunity for me to tell you guys, especially Asians, that, hey, it's okay to be yourself, honey. And there's also a chance for me to tell my daughter when she's old enough, girl, you can be whatever you want as long as you're a piano playing doctor. Peace.